a tool that has been present for a long time that helps you gather information on a certain system. The open ports, the database information, the OS information, among others. A tool everyone uses for its portability, flexibility, and power. For system downtime monitoring, for data information gathering, for black hats, for white hats, for security analysts, for application developers. NMAP does it all, baby. Oh yeah. What is up, guys? Happy New Year. And you know what that means. Another video, another tool, and yes sir, another, I don't know. In this video, I'll show you the use on one of the well-known tool when we talk about reconnaissance. A program with the aid of NMAP and its features. And yes, we will automate in bulk. And now that we had that out of the way, you already know. Cue the intro. How does AutoNmaper works? First, user will input arguments to be executed to the given IP or domain. And then, program will read and loop through the domains and IPs based on the input file. The next, program will execute NMAP functionality to the input depending on the user's input command arguments. And lastly, program will output the NMAP results. Basically, Python has its own library of NMAP, so integration of this tool has become a lot easier. A little challenge that I had faced is the output manipulation of the mentioned library, Python-NMAP. You can install this library on your own via Python environment. You can see that on your screen right now. Let's run a test on the usual NMAP execution. Before we proceed on the demo of our own tool, let me show you first the traditional way of NMApping. So let's say we wanted to NMAP the IP. Let's say we wanted to NMAP this IP right here. 137.74.187 and 100. Okay, and so let's launch this NMAP right now. So we have NMAP hackthisite.org, which by all means a website that is free, safe, and legal way to practice your hacking skills. So as you can see that the host is up right now and running, and we found 997 filtered ports. We can also see the open ports here. So both the HTTP and HTTPS are open. So yeah, as you can see, the scan finished in 32.47 seconds. Now that we're finished with the refresher of the basic NMAP stuff, we proceed with the Pythonic way of doing the NMAP. Make sure that you have installed the Python's NMAP library. Then once you have that, let's just do this the Python way. So let's clear this out first. So let's do that. So and now that we're in the Python environment, first we want to import NMAP right here. So yeah, we're gonna declare variable nm, and so this variable right here is declared for us to initialize a port scanner object that is nm. So once we have that called out, then have this one. We are going to call out the variable, then nm.scan. Then we input the IP that we need to scan. So let's say the previous IP, right? Then once we have that NMAP argument, we are to execute. So the arguments here is this one. Lucas. Open quotation and -n and -sp and -pe. Then we'll close this one with the quotation mark. So this argument basically means that we are going to execute a ping scan on host without DNS resolution. There are a bunch of commands to help you perform better and get all the information you wanted from a host by using NMAP. Link on the description for the NMAP cheat sheet. Right now, let's execute this and see the result. So the output is in dictionary form, as you can see here. Let's try another command, but this time just -n. Like that. Let's remove this two commands there. So let's just write -n there, and let's see if we can have a more meaningful output. Okay, a better output now, and here's the results. Oh, state is up, the reason. Now this is a messy output. What am I gonna do is to show you the AutoNmaper program. Here is our NMapper program. Before anything else, our program will read from a file, which is this one, tarhost.txt. So I have input some of the known web application platform wherein one can practice in the legal way their hacking skills. So this right here is this IP right here is hack this site, right? hackthisite.org. This right here is the Google Gruyere appspot.com. And lastly, we have this one, this IP right here. This is the gameofhacks.com. Let's nmap by bulk. Alright, so let's say the command that we needed is just -n right here. And now the nmap is running. Perform an nmap scan on each host from the input here, which is very, very cool, right? I think we're done with the first host, and done with the second host, and done with the last host. So there you go, baby. You can see here ports that are open and closed. So you can see that port 22 is closed and 80 and 443 are open for hackthisite.org. Then we have 172.217.161.180, which is the gruyere.appspot.org. 80 and 443 are open as well. And lastly, we have the Game of Thrones. No, just kidding. The gameofhacks.com, which is an open port of 80 and 443. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it right now, and I hope this video give you the idea what NMapper is capable of. User can apply any nmap commands, as I have set it to dynamic variation that would be flexible from the user side of things. User can input a bulk of IPs on the input file. The program would execute the process in less time, saving you the time needed. Hope you enjoyed this video. Until then, until next time.